It is lunchtime and I'm in the kitchen with Mezzanotte Italian restaurant in Georgetown. Now summer is the perfect time to lighten things up with house-made pastas and sandwiches and a great bottle of wine. Chef Johnny is here to share a few things from his new menu. Hey there.
Hi.
It is
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you here, especially because you're making me risotto.
Yeah, well, you're going to make it with me.
I got you.
That's what we're doing here.
All right, so let's talk risotto real quick. I understand that it is rice, right?
It is rice. It's a couple of different kinds of rices, a borio or carnaroli rice. It's a starchy, kind of smaller grained rice.
I thought a borio was the only kind.
It is not the only kind, actually.
You know that now. You're welcome. We teach things all day, every day on New Day. Okay, so we get the right rice.
Right.
But that's just the first part of it.
Right, so we use a particularly starchy grain of rice so that we can make a sauce out of that starch. So part of the way that we do that is by stirring the risotto. Yeah, exactly. So the more you stir, the saucier
you want to stir?
Risotto. Yeah, exactly. So another way that we make this evenly cook the rice is by adding a hot liquid to that. So watch your hands. I'm going to add a little extra.
Can I just tell you, I think this is why it's so intimidating to cook risotto, because you have to constantly stir.
Right. As long as you don't mind stirring, you're going to get a really nice, exactly.
So it's a labor of love, but keep stirring. All right,
All right, so this is going to be a prawn risotto.
Ooh, I like that.
We're going to add our prawns to this, and one of the benefits of cooking this rice without adding all the liquid right at first is that we can, it smells great.
Is there wine in here?
There is, white wine.
I can smell it. It sounds so good, y'all.
We're gonna add our prawns to this.
Prawns, beautiful. And you add them uncooked.
We add them uncooked, so they're gonna cook in that broth as we finish it off.
Okay. Do I keep stirring?
And you just keep stirring.
Okay.
We're gonna add some butter to this as well.
This could be my favorite meal ever, risotto. It's just comfort food. I made it once in a crock pot.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine who's a chef told me that wasn't risotto.
Yeah. So
I mean, I used a borio.
Yeah, you used a borio. That's great, but you're not going to get the sauce from it. That sauce is really so. You've got the grains of rice are kind of rubbing against each other, and that starch is coming off and into the liquid.
So
and
the
making
stirring
a sauce.
is agitating.
It's actually making it. Yeah.
It's agitating the grain of rice and releasing the starch.
That's right.
Okay. Good to know.
So we've got a few other things to add.
All right.
We've got a little bit of Thai basil pesto.
Oh, wait! I want to try that real quick.
Yeah, please do.
Oh.
So Thai basil is a little bit stronger
it's a little bit sharper.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love Thai basil.
We've added a little conventional basil to this, so it's not quite as intense.
Look how pretty that turned green.
Yeah.
And how do you? So typically with pesto, you see the little grains and bits because it's kind of coarsely.
Right, and we blend it up pretty well. Yeah, exactly. So we can make a nice sauce out of it, essentially. Yeah.
Is this hot enough? Am I doing this right?
Yeah, it's hot enough.
Okay.
I think, well, it's as hot as it's getting.
All right.
And then we're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to this to make the...
Y'all, the smell of this right now is just... It's making my pants feel tight already.
Oh.
Oh, it smells so good.
A lot of cheese.
Okay, so you joined Mezzanotte just this year, right?
Yeah, it was just this winter.
Right on. Well, cheers.
Yeah.
Let's cheers to you, man.
Here we go. We have a great wine program at Mezzanotte.
Yeah.
So this is one of our bottles. This is a sparkling red, a Lambrusco.
Which I don't know that I've had a sparkling red. So
it's going to be on the drier side, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cheers.
Cheers
by the way.
to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, that is dry, but that's yeah, I could drink that.
Yeah, it's a very drinkable afternoon kind of wine with your friends. That's what I think.
Maybe too easily.
A little too easily, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go.
Now we got it. Yeah, so we've got a nice simmer going there. You did, but we kind of got it in there before, so it's starting to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me
our
about...
prawns are starting to look pretty good.
Okay.
So go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, tell me about the restaurant. Tell me about your new menu, what it means when a new chef takes over.
Right. So it's a stewardship, I think. That's probably kind of a good way of describing it. So the place that we just had our 3rd year anniversary.
Aww.
Yeah. So I got to be a part of that. but we're just sort of continuing on a particular tradition.
Right.
Right. Adding a little bit of my own...
flair,
my culinary background,
yes.
exactly, are in there for sure. So yeah, putting a little bit of my slant on it as well. Yeah,
that's awesome.
For sure. Yeah.
And you do sandwiches too. Look at this sandwich that they brought.
Right. So this is a prosciutto cotto sandwich. Prosciutto cotto is a cooked ham. Basically, prosciutto is ham in Italian. So this is kind of what you would find is like more of an American style ham, right? So it's like a little bit.
Is that muffaletta? I mean.
It's mostarda underneath. So yeah, we make a carrot mostarda. So it's a little bit on the sweet side. It's got a little bit of acidity. Underneath that, we've got a fontina fonduta, right? So kind of like a creamy cheese sauce. And over the top, we've got a salsa verde, like a very herbaceous and kind of briny sauce over that. Yeah, we've got some of our house-made pickles next to that too, if you want to try some of those.
Sure
so we got some pickled sea beans, some foraged sea beans, and celeriac, yeah. So
that's delicious. And you also make that focaccia, right?
Oh, we do, yeah. Every morning, it's a very nice focaccia that we make there.
Is this good? Because I've taken it off the heat because I'm afraid
I think
it's too hot.
Your instincts kicked in.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, there you go. You know, you do. So we can, want to plate this over here?
Okay.
If you'd like, I can.
Yeah, you plate it. I like to see, I like to learn these things.
So we can do this all kind of in one scoop here, right? So that actually looks really good, I think.
Oh my gosh.
That is a great consistency, but we got to get a little garnish on there. So we've got this house-made chili oil that we have, and we could definitely do, a store-bought chili oil like this would be great, but if you want to make one at home, it is pretty easy.
Okay. What do you mean it's pretty easy to make chili oil?
So chilies are fat soluble, right? So you don't really have to do too much to them in order to get them into that oil. We toast ours, and this one is actually made with some of the prawn shells that we end up with, which I think is pretty nice.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think.
I like that.
So maybe a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the top of that as well, just because why not? And please.
And
I
voila.
think we're all there, yeah.
Right. I didn't want to get it.
No, not at all.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Okay, before I eat this, so that I can eat and you can talk for me.
Yes.
Tell us what else is on the menu.
So we've got our house extruded pastas as well. Our reginette that comes with our bolognese is both on our lunch and our dinner menu. And we're doing a cacio e pepe as well for lunch. We've got a delicious crab salad that we make with Dungeness crab and a green goddess dressing, some Parmesan frico over the top. I don't know if you know.
No, I don't. What is Parmesan frico?
So it's actually pretty cool. It's just Parmesan that's been cooked in an oven. It turns like nice and crispy like a cracker.
Oh, yum. Yeah, okay, I know that
pretty
is.
right. Yeah,
Do you think you could recite the whole recipe so I could just sit here and finish eating this? No, I'm kidding. But I do have a question because, we did talk about the intimidation of cooking risotto.
Yeah.
What do you say to folks at home, chefs at home, who want to try something new but are like, it's too hard, or is it okay to fail?
Of course it is. Yeah, I think so. I think that, sitting down, trying what you've made, thinking about what you might do differently is kind of what we do as chefs every day.
Right.
Whether or not we're hitting our marks or not, you know what I mean? So, a little bit of self-reflection. Sure, why not?
Self-reflection in the kitchen.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm reflecting on this. Chef Johnny is actually kind enough to share this recipe for the risotto. Perfect summer meal, dining al fresco. Just text the word recipe to 206-448-4545. We'll send it right to your phone. And believe me, you want to get this in your mouth as soon as possible. All right, I'll put this down and just say thank you so much for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content. You can always send us an email and share your thoughts. But don't forget to enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.